Ladies and gentlemen, this is our headliner for tonight, because we're doing, like I said, we're doing the show a little bit differently. I'm doing the headliner, and then I'm also doing we're doing the Christmas special afterwards. So, headliner, like, this was one of the few guys that I saw, and I'm introducing Darwin Doobers.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? My name is Jack Baker, and I am the voice that introduces a new era of greatness. I am the man that has the privilege of announcing the arrival of the fastest rising star in all of comedy. He is a best-selling author. You can buy the book after the show. He is the offspring of awesome. He is the harbinger of hilarity. Crown Point, make some noise for the one, the only, Darwin Doobers!
Hey there, Crown Point, Indiana, what's up? Woo! Crown Point, Indiana, make some noise out there. How you doing? That's what I thought. Glad to be here, glad to be the headliner at the beginning of the show. A little ass backwards here in the old Crown Point, Indiana, but hey, different is cool these days, I say. That's pretty cool, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Happy holidays, right? You guys have done this holidays? Heard about this thing, this Christmas? This Christmas, this gifts under a tree. Have you heard about this thing, this Christmas? How can you not hear about it? Heard about this Christmas? Got no beef with this Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Got no beef. Do have a little quarrel, a little qualm with a certain Christmas song. I don't know if you heard about this one, folks. This 12 Days of Christmas. How about out there? You heard about this 12 Days of Christmas? Turquoise sweater. I saw you out there. You heard about this one? Turquoise sweater, I'm talking to you. Please respond. Yes. Thank you. 12 Days of Christmas. Feel like it's a little bit of a waste of time, a little bit of waste of breath, folks. First day of Christmas, my true love gives to me, right? Partridge in a pear tree. She gives me a bird. All right? All right, fair enough. Got me a bird. We like birds. We got any avian aficionados out there? Lovers of the winged beast? Second day of Christmas, more birds. All right, true love, I get it. You want to give me birds, right? Right? Guess what, Crown Point, Indiana? Third day of Christmas, 3 more birds. At this point in time, you got to figure that either the true love totally misread this guy's Christmas list, or he's just really into birds, right? Fourth day, birds. Fifth day, 5 golden rings, all right? We've changed it up. We got a little classy, right? All these ladies probably want some golden rings. Fella, buy your lady. I hope that's your lady. If it's not, it's really crowded in here, isn't it? A little bit. You just meet because of the show? Now, yeah, I just met, really, that's great. Crown Point, Indiana, where love happens, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the Zodiac Lounge, 5th day, 5 golden rings. Oh, but guess what? 6th day, back to birds. 6 geese a laying, 7th day, birds. We get it. It was an inside joke one Christmas. We don't need any more birds. I have enough birds to last me for like 12 days of Christmas. We don't need it anymore, right? Then we changed it up 8 days and 9 days, right? We got maids a milking, ladies dancing. All right, true love, little kinky. Bringing the maids and the ladies into the bedroom. Maids a milking. You can decide what that means. Love it. Then you get 10 dudes jumping. That's a weird, like, I don't know if they're a step team? Like maybe they're just a really, Lords of Leaping, right? That's weird, right? And we rounded it all off with 11 pipers piping and 12 drummers trumming. So we got some music going on, right? I feel like we could condense that. We could save ourselves the trouble and just sing the song, On Christmas Day, My True Love Gave to Me 23 birds and all the components for a rave.
Darwin Doobers. Darwin
knew it from the moment. Crown Point, Doober Swooner territory, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Love the holidays. Love it. You guys are crazy good. It's amazing. I love the holidays because my friends come home. Anyone got friends coming home for the holidays? Clap it up if you got friends. I hope you have friends. It'd be kind of weird if you were at a social event and had no friends. Got some friends. I have a friend coming home. Anyone here do this thing growing up? You gave nicknames to each other? Anyone give a nickname? Anyone got a really cool nickname that they got from their childhood? Anyone got a cool nickname? Nicknames? No nicknames. You got a nickname. What was your nickname growing up?
Nada?
Did you say Naba?
No, the Mexican word for something. Nada.
Nada? Your nickname was Nada. Your friend sucked. Oh, I meant friend nicknames, not mean bullies who were just like, you're nothing, but we're gonna say it in Spanish. Maybe she won't understand it. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about nicknames, good nicknames, and we got good nicknames from friends, not enemies. I don't want to hear any like, oh, you call me fuckface. No, that's not a nickname that we carry on. Unless you're really good at sex, then I guess maybe you'll be fuckface, and that's what you wanna. No sluts in Crown Point. You had one? You were called fuckface? Is that why you're raising it? No, I'm sorry. You're so golden. I didn't. What was your nickname growing up as a kid?
D-Dome.
D-Dome?
D-Dome.
D-Doe. What is your name like? What's your name like? Deandra?
Melody Joe.
That doesn't make any sense to me. The Doobs is a little confused, not gonna make a fuss. We gave each other nicknames growing up. My friend Tony was Ace. You know, like tennis, like Ace? Like, yeah, no, I don't play tennis either, no big deal. Then my friend Brandon, big dude, we called him the Juggernaut, right? Big dude, Juggernaut, made sense. My friend Jeremy, Max Attitude. We all wanted to draw straws for that nickname, right? That's like 1970s like crime drama nickname, like Max Attitude, save the day, right, Mistletoe? Right on. And then we had my one friend, Marmal Pfeiffer. We nicknamed him Marmalade. I know what you're thinking. Not the best nickname on account of the fact that nicknames are supposed to shorten the actual name you're giving them. In fact, we added letters to Marmal's name. Added the letters, no big deal. Nathan Gibson, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Gibson on the camera. Love it. Love these fellas. These fellas are great. And my nickname, I wanted to have something that was edgy, right? But also applied to my name. Now, I'm Darwin Doobers, as all of you have announced. My picture is there. I just noticed it. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's there. Middle name, guys, is David. Darwin David Doobers, if you can believe it or not. So, of course, I changed my nickname to 3D. Yeah? Because it's edgy and in your face. 3D, right, folks? Even had a cool catchphrase when it came to yearbook time. You guys remember this thing, this yearbook time? This signing things on your friends' and classmates' books? Right? I had this cool thing where I said, prepare to have your mind blown by 3D.
It was like 5.
Also have a good summer, right? Because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted something that was memorable and quirky. You're laughing, you get it. But you also wanted to wish your classmates a good summer. Just in case some of them died and you weren't there the next year, they had that, that's okay, it's Christmas. Nobody dies on Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. But unbeknownst to me, ladies and gentlemen, Doobers Swooners here in Crown Point, Indiana, unbeknownst to me, the local bully chapter, probably the same ones that called you Nada, miss, local bully chapter came up to all of my yearbooks and they crossed out the word mind and prepare to have your mind blown by 3D, and they wrote in the word penis. Believe it or not. So now all my yearbooks said, prepare to have your penis blown by 3D. Also, have a good summer. Well, the moral of that story, folks, is expulsion from school for blowjob solicitation. I know what you're thinking. That's not a thing. It is. Happened. Deal with it. But ladies and gentlemen, here in Crown Point, those bullies, they got what they deserve. They grew up and became the band Nickelback. I was worried, because I do shows in some towns. Big Nickelback fans don't like the joke. You guys love it though. Of course you do, because you're swooning for me, the Doobs, Darwin Doobers, Debo, or Dido, Dibada, Melody James, right? Melody?
Joe.
Melody Joe. I'm going to ask you later, after the actual show happens. Normally it'd be the end of the show when I wrap this up, but Keith is a little headline at the beginning. Alright, that makes sense. It's like a weird movie, like that movie Memento, where we start with the end at the beginning. That's happening. I just feel bad for the other guys coming up here because they're going to put on a hell of a holiday show. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm pretty much the best. I don't know. Big time deal in Chicago. I am a award-winning author. We'll be selling my books, Laughs, Lies, and Lemonade, Doobers' Approach to Stand-Up Comedy, at the end of this show. So if you know somebody that wants to be a stand-up, it's a blatant plug, buy my book. No big deal. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. What's with this protest to keep the Christ in Christmas? You hear this thing, folks? The Christ in Christmas? Keep the Christ. I think that's a that's a no-brainer, right? Because if you take Christ out of Christmas, you're just gonna get Moss, right? Happy Moss, right, ladies and gentlemen? Merry Moss, right? That's just weird because Moss sounds too much like Mass, and that'll make it a religious holiday. So yeah, mistletoe, let's keep the Christ in Christmas. That's all I'm saying about that. That was a new holiday joke on account of the fact that Keith had sent me a text earlier this month saying, please write holiday jokes. Because I don't do a lot of the holiday jokes, feel like it's pandering, but I will do them for you tonight because you guys are probably pretty much the best. Not gonna lie, I like you, I like you, I like you, all of you. Love the fact that you guys made romance happen at a comedy show. It's pretty much the best. But yeah, this Marmalade Pfeiffer, I was talking about him, right? Marmalade Pfeiffer, great fella, great dude. Not gonna lie, but a little weird. We gave each other nicknames, right? But what's the second thing you do when you have a close-knit group of friends growing up, right? What's the next thing you do after you give each other nicknames? Who here grew up with a close-knit group of friends, right? Anyone, what do you do after you give each other nicknames? You do what? As a close group of friends, what do you do? Nathan?
Handshake.
No, you form a rock band! Right? Everyone here, of course, formed a rock band. And we formed a rock band. We all are pretty great. Marmalade, though, would never play his musical instrument, right? It was weird. Like, we'd go up there on stage, we'd do our thing, and he'd just stand there and kind of nod his head. He was really cool. He had a really cool nod. But he never played his musical instrument. It was a little confusing, right? He did a lot of other things. He did this thing, fishing. You guys ever hear about this thing, this fishing? Any fishing enthusiasts out here? Yeah, exactly. That's my point. But there's that saying about fishing, right? It's what is it? It's teach a man no, give a man a fish, right? He'll eat for a day. You know it. Say it with me. But teach a man to fish.
He'll eat for a lifetime?
Hell yeah, he will. He will eat for a lifetime, or so they say. But they, ladies and gentlemen, whoever they are, wrong. I don't know if any of you tried to go fishing, but the first thing you have to do is learn about the different lures, right? The lures, the things that attract the fish, the different rods and reels, right? That takes some knowledge, takes some research at your local library. Reading, who has time to do that anymore, right? Gotta research that. Then you gotta go to where the fish are actually at, folks. And how do you get to fish? How do you get to where the fish are at?
Boat.
Say that again? A boat. You gotta go. So you gotta get on a boat, which means you need your boating license. Anyone here have a boating license? Yeah, a couple out there. How long did it take you, sir?
Not long.
Not long? Okay, that ruins part of that joke. No big deal. For the sake of my inability to research how long it actually takes to get a boating license, I assumed it took about 3 to 6 months. Guess I was wrong. Thanks, douchebag. Just kidding, I love him. I don't know who he is, but I love him. So you have to learn how to get a boating license. You gotta get the boating license, then you have to go out and go fishing. And if any of you have been fishing, as I have been with my Grandpa Fitzgerald Doobers, you learn that fishing entails hours and hours of sitting on a boat, 0 hours of catching fish, only for Grandpa Fitzgerald to pull you to the side and say, it wasn't so much about catching the fish as it was the bonding experience, right? The 7-hour of bonding in which Grandpa Fitzgerald Doobers just complains about everything that's wrong in society, which, guess what, to him is everything. Everything is wrong in society. So folks, I make a protest, a movement, folks, here tonight at Crown Point. Let's start the momentum going. I want to change that slogan, that phrase, to give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but teach a man a fish, he'll probably starve to death.